What's going on, everybody? My name is Logan Marco, and today is the first episode of Breaking Into the Field. Today I am with Kwanir Edwards. Kwanir, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what you've been up to?
Well, I'm Kwanir Edwards. I'm a psychology major. I play football at FDU. I'm the starting running back here. Only thing I've kind of been up to is just school and playing ball, I guess. Nothing too much.
Gotcha. Awesome. So what made you become a running back here at FDU?
To be honest, this is one of the first schools I could say that actually came down and, I guess, showed me a lot of love and support. So when I got to talking to this school and got me a visit to come up here, it kind of felt like a place that I would be comfortable being. It felt like a family. They treated me real well when I got up here. The coaches treated me real well. It felt like a place that I wanted to be.
Gotcha. What are some things that people don't really know about athletes, at least for you? What is something that you don't think people typically know about being an athlete?
I feel like, do you mean as on the athlete like stance or as like personally?
I mean like personally, like what do you think people don't really know that athletes go through or how they go through life?
Pretty much, I would say that athletes go through the same everyday struggle as everybody else, I guess. I feel like people forget that in a sense. Just because we're athletes and we do what we do, I feel like everybody just think that's all we care about or that's all our life is wrapped around. But I feel like people forget that as an athlete, we still live an everyday life and we have the same things going on as everybody else.
Gotcha. Why don't we talk about last season of FDU football? We won the MAC Bowl, and we were 7-5.
That's a good season. The MAC Bowl last year, it was a great year, honestly. We had a lot of older guys, and I feel like they set the standard for us a lot last year. So it made last year very easy to step into. I guess everybody was held to a standard and everybody had the same goal and drive, which was honestly the MAC championship, which we fell short of, but we did make a lot of history. Honestly, last year, last year it was fun. It was exciting because that's probably was one of the best teams I could say we've played on and to be a part of. We had so many talented guys, and having a room full of older players, it really made it easy to adjust and fall into the culture of the team and everything that they wanted to do. So last year I had a 1,000-yard season. Thank God to my old linemen. Shout out to the old linemen if y'all see this. Shout out to my QB. Shout out to my wide receivers. They made my life a lot easier. We had a great season, and I couldn't do it without them boys.
Yeah, so now that we're into the new season and all the upperclassmen and seniors and grads are now gone, how does it feel to be now in their role and being a leader for this team and being surrounded with other seniors this year?
Honestly, it's a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. So the past 3 years, I really never had to really honestly deal with that type of, I guess, pressure or weight because of having my predecessors and everybody ahead of me. So walking into this year, it really showed me the weight on their shoulders that they had last year for not only just playing football, but they have to set the standard and be the guys and be the change and be the reason that things are going the way they're going on the field and off the field. So I would say it's a fun role to step into, but at the same time, it does have its problems. It comes with its problems and challenges as well as its perks. So.
Gotcha. Just a little personal question. You know, when you see me or Miss Sherry on the sidelines, do you guys ever look for us, or what goes through your mind when you score a touchdown or something?
1,000%. Honestly, I always look to the sideline and look for the camera. At first, my first reaction always is just like I'm surprised that I'm in the end zone and I'm scoring. I'm just happy to be there, and I'm always thinking, well, next play, next drive. But honestly, sometimes I always look to the sideline to make sure I could get you or Miss Sherry a good flick. Or it's just now it's kind of natural to do.
How about the MAC? It's just crazy to me how last year it was the Kings, and now 2 years ago it was the Aggies. So what is your prediction this year? Who will run the MAC?
To be honest, if you want my honest opinion, well, FDU Devils. I'm always confident in that. We had a slow start. I feel like we had a slow start because we got a young team and a new team. So everybody is kind of inexperienced and adjusting to everything at the same time. But I feel like now that we got the ball rolling a little bit, we started off on a slow start, which is all our fault, I could say. We just had little things, tiny errors that we could have fixed that could have helped us. And we were just shooting ourselves in the foot at one point. But I feel like from homecoming on, I feel like that FDU got the MAC in the chokehold. I say that we definitely going to run the MAC, so just stay tuned and just look out for us. The underdogs on top always.
So as we're coming into homecoming, we play Stevenson. Are you excited, or what is your game plan for Stevenson?
I'm always excited. I think football is something that always makes me excited, but the game plan is to be 1-0. Take it play by play, down by down, just so we can come out with a win. That's the whole goal. We started off real slow, as I said before, so starting off 0-3 was a bad taste in our mouth, and we don't really like that. So we're just trying to take every game, one game at a time, one play at a time, one down at a time, and see what goes from there.
I like that, being 1-0 every week.
Yes, sir.
Okay, gotcha. Who is your favorite underclassman right now that you get to be with?
That's kind of a good question. That's a great question. I got two, honestly. I hang out with them a lot. We got one of our underclassmen, I would say Tamir Gladden-Bourne, and I definitely say Jeremiah Williams. The two running backs that are in the running back room with us, two underclassmen. It's just for different, I can't say the similar reasons, but different reasons. They both just great guys to be around. Tamir is more of a, they kind of like two peas in a pod, like they like yin and yang. So Jeremiah, he more like a J. Will. He more of a, he an outgoing kid, he more of a playful kid, but Tamir, he not really, he more to himself kinda. But at the same time, like, they both hard-working kids, especially on the field. They take it serious. It's not like you really got to coach them up to do anything. They just always ready to work. They always ready to play. They always ready to give their 100%. They follow great directions. They're real disciplined. They're sound in what they do. And it is always fun to be around. It's always a good time when I'm around them, especially on the field.
Yeah.
Even if it's just sitting on the sideline, kicking it with them and talking to them a little bit, or we on the field actually getting work done. They definitely, I would say, two of my favorite underclassmen so far right now.
Gotcha. Who inspires you as an athlete to be the best version of yourself?
To be honest with you, I would say my mom. Shout out to my mom, too, if you see this, if that happens. Shout out to my mom. But I watched my mom work my whole life, so for me, it's kind of second nature. Like, that's all I kind of know. Like, to be honest, she inspired me to live my dream. She one of the reasons that I'm doing this, or I'm even taking it, I'm going this hard, or this actually, I could say locked in. Yeah, so I really go hard, and I go hard because I've seen her go hard my whole life. I've never seen her slack. I've never seen her take a rest day, no matter how many times she wanted to quit. So my inspiration is always my mom. If I could think back on anybody, especially in hard times, I always think of my mom, and that's my why and my reason why I'm doing it. So,
gosh, and to let people know, what is your dream?
To make it to the NFL, Super Bowl champion. Look out for me. My personal inspiration for the football, I can honestly say it is Saquon Barkley.
Okay, Saquon.
Yeah, I've been watching him since in college. So, me personally, I loved everything in Saquon's game. It's just, he's one of those athletes that you can't stop at no level. Even if it's the pass game, even if it's just running, he's a freak of nature. No matter what he does, I don't understand it. 230 pounds or 215, 205 pounds and 6 foot 6'2". That man is a human freak of nature. That's all I can put it as, honestly.
Yeah. If you looked at your highlight tapes and you compared it to an NFL running back, who would you say you most definitely look alike?
I mean, personally, I've never actually had that thought of myself, but from people when they've said, I heard too. Alvin Kamara is one of the bigger ones, and then as a newer guy, it'd be Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay.
Those are two I got, yeah.
Yeah, I could probably name a few. I mean, you're very shifty. You're very hard to tackle. I mean, you just bulldoze people down the middle. I think the craziest one was that Kings match where you literally just bulldozed right through the middle and scored that touchdown. But yeah, Alvin Kamara, I could really see you be. But yeah, there's a lot of good running backs, and I could see you being a couple of them. For people who don't really know athletes, could you explain what is your a day in a life, like the early mornings, the late nights?
every day is literally consistent, non-stop football. Eat, sleep, and breathe it, especially during the season or the life of an athlete personally. That's all you're worried about, especially during in season. The early mornings, you getting up 5:30 for 6 a.m. lifts or practice that you have. Throughout the day, all you doing is schoolwork. And if not schoolwork, you focused on film or getting ready for the next game or preparing your body for the next game or practice or just taking time for yourself to rest mentally. It's a 24-hour job. I can honestly say being an athlete is definitely a 24-hour job.
Yeah, it's crazy to think I get to watch you guys do it. So like I was able to do one early morning 6 a.m. practice with you guys, and just seeing how early and how determined you guys are, and between getting lifts going on, you got athletic trainers, you got your mental, you got classes, you got everything on you, and you still got to perform, go out there and film. Another big thing, it's like you don't really have time to do your own thing. So similarly with being a creative, I feel like
1,000%.
We're doing the same thing, but sometimes we're doing a little bit more. Sometimes you don't see us doing all the editing behind the scenes. And
1,000%.
What people don't really understand is that shooting on the field is only 10% what I do. And it's always funny hearing the guys after the game or the next day ask for pictures or if they're out. And there's just so much more than just taking the pictures and then editing a little bit. But I always appreciate the guys looking out for me and asking me and how excited they are and stuff.
They always looking for Logan Marco edits all the time, man. That's a promise.
All right, well, that will be our first episode with Breaking Into the Field with Kwanir Edwards. Thank you so much, Kwanir. Appreciate it. All right, be sure to tune in for episode 2, and thank you all for watching.